This is going to be hopefully something I do regular every week or so. This is Coffee with John. This is my new podcast. I'll probably be releasing this either Saturday or Sunday every week. And it'll be on a different topic. But the first one that I really want to do, and if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I drink the cheap stuff. Yes, it's in a Yeti, but I normally drink it black. I normally make it myself. It's normally Folgers or something of that sort. But if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, the link's below to buy me a cup of coffee through coffee something. But yeah, $2, $1, whatever, it's a cup of coffee. But if you want to do that, that'd be awesome. I'd appreciate it. It would definitely help me buy coffee for this and for my everyday life. Anyways, this is Coffee with John. It's a podcast. What I'll be talking about today is what I would have done differently right out of high school or in my early 20s. One of those. But right now I'm 39. I will be 40 in October. And I'm kind of on a mission right now to grow this channel and to get back in shape. And you see my daily videos every day. It's a Midlife Daily with John. And that's what I do every day, is do that. So, without further ado, and let me just go ahead and say, because I'm sure one day my daughter and my son will see this, and my wife will see this, and my ex-wife will see this. I have no regrets. None at all. I would not take back anything that's already happened. The good, the bad, the ugly, I would not take it back. I don't have any regrets of my life that's already happened. But if I had a do-over, complete, clean slate do-over with no regrets, if I had a do-over, this would be the list. So, I have 7 right now, and I'm sure there's more. I'm sure, this is just me thinking right now of what I would have done, differently. But I do have a list, so if I keep looking this way, I do have a list that I'm looking at that I've already wrote down. But it's just, remind me of what I've already thought about. So, number 1, either out of high school or in the first, couple years out of high school, I would not be focused on girls. That would have been the least of my worries. I wouldn't have been focused on girls, period. I met my ex-wife, and I have no regrets. I met her whenever I was in technical college, becoming to be a mechanic, an automotive mechanic, and I met her there, and we got married, I think, like 2 years after that, and we were married for 9 years. We had a beautiful young daughter. But if I had a clean slate with no regrets, I don't regret my daughter at all. I love her. She's amazing. She is a rock star. I love every second of her. But if I had it to do over, and this is for all those right out of high school, all of those young boys that don't know what to do with their life, this is for them. I would not focus on girls for the first 5 years out of high school. So from 18 until about 23 or 25, so 5 or 7 years, I would not focus on girls. And The same goes for ladies. I wouldn't focus on boys. For the first 5 to 7 years out of high school, none. Just focus on you, your life, and what you're going to do in life. All right. Number two, what I would have done differently. I would have went military. Right out of high school, I did not have a family that encouraged this at all. And I had several friends that were already doing it, but I would have probably went Navy. Just me being on a ship, I think would have been cool. Traveling the world, I think that would have been amazing. And I would have went for 2 years, maybe 4 years, but I would have went military. And I think that would have been amazing. They would have paid for your education back then. I don't know if they still do that. I assume they do, but I could have gotten an associate's degree or maybe even a bachelor's degree in something in the military. And that's my 2 cents. That's what I would have done, if I had it to do over. Number 3, this is a big one. I think this is important. I don't think they teach it in school enough. I think this should be one of those credits that you have to earn, no doubt about it. I think this would have been up there in the top credits like English or a grammar or something of that sort. And I'm not great at that, but I think you shouldn't be able to graduate high school without learning this. And that is the value of $1. The value of your money and saving that money. I think that alone should have been something they taught in high school. And I think you shouldn't have been able to graduate high school without learning that. The value of $1. And when I say a value of $1, like so many kids don't understand that concept. They don't understand the value of $1. They don't understand how to save their money. Like, you should be able to save a good chunk of money throughout high school. Like, your birthdays, you're probably getting money. Graduation especially, you're getting money. You're getting all this money, you're accumulating all this money. You should be saving that money like crazy. You should be having a savings account or a investment account where you're earning 1% to 3% on your money. You should have thousands of dollars in there and should be accumulating it over time. The value of $1 is extremely important. And I'm trying my best to teach that to my young son and hopefully my daughter as well. All right, so that's 3. Let's end it there. Number 4, take care of your health. That is a big one that part of me does regret because I did not take care of myself. I was eating out all the time. I was partying all the time and eating the worst of the worst and not taking care of myself, not exercising, things of that sort. I had a good fit body. I was probably about 160 to 165, and that is my goal. I want to get back to that. Even as a 40-year-old or almost a 40-year-old, I want to get back to 165. That is my ultimate goal right now, but if I had it do over, I would be taking care of myself. If I was in the military, I would have had to take care of myself. And I had some, difficulties with asthma and things of that sort. But I look back on it, there's so many people these days that have so much worse cases of different things that they're overcoming it. So overcome whatever it is that you're battling with, overcome it, and move on. Like, whatever it is, and take care of yourself, take care of your body, because your body is what's going to get you through this life. And without taking care of it, your body, your mind, your soul, everything matters. So take care of it. One day at a time, every day, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your soul. Those things matter 20 years from now, 20 years from then, that's where I'm at. And 20 years from now, they're going to matter. Whenever I get close to 60, they're going to matter. I hope I'm not like working myself to death in 20 years, close to 60. I hope I'm not working myself to death, but I will probably still be working with something. But yeah, stay active. Always stay active. It's not even if you make thousands upon thousands of dollars, you make millions of dollars, stay active. Always stay active. Stay active in the mind, stay active in the body, stay active in the soul every day. Very important. All right, number 5. I would have invested more time. YouTube existed back then, back then I think it was more MySpace than Facebook, but I would have invested more time in social media. I would have invested more time in it, like a life channel, like what I'm doing now. I wish I would have started this 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. If I would have started this back then, it would have grown into something amazing already. But that is the goal now, is for this channel to grow into something amazing. I'm planting that seed now, but I should have planted it 20 years ago. And, oh God, there you go, sir. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I guess they're weed eating now. Amazing. Hopefully that's not too loud. Hopefully you can still hear me, understand me. But yes, that would have been something I would have done back then, as YouTube or social media in general, and I would have started this life channel back then on one of those platforms. Yeah, that's something I wish I would have done, and I would have done right out of high school, is I would have recorded something like this weekly, just keeping up with your life, showing what you're going through, because everybody's life is different. We all go through different things. We all have battles that we face, and sharing those battles on a social media channel will help you tremendously and will help others tremendously. So share what you have on a social media channel, because that's going to help others tenfold. So that's number 5. And number 6, not caring what others think. Like right now, I am videoing this in front of my window, in front of everybody that's walking by, and there's tons of people that walk by. I don't care what they think. They can look in here, they can see me recording on my phone, they can see my light. I have this big light set up to help, brighten up my face, and, the light from the window as well. But care what people think. And that is a big one. Know who you are as a person and live your life how you want to live your life. Don't care what other people think. Like high school, I wasn't bullied in high school. I probably did some bullying, but bullying is part of life. Understand that. Whether it's coming from, your peers in high school or college or military, wherever it's coming from, understand that it's just a season. It's just a part of your life. It's gonna happen, but know who you are, know what you're capable of, and live your life, because that is gonna be where you are 20 years from now. Sorry, I've got allergies, and you can probably hear my voice because I'm fighting this little drainage issue right now. But don't think about what others think, and normally they are not thinking as negatively as you may think they're thinking. God, he must be like right at my freaking window. I don't understand it. I don't even know why they're doing this. They literally just done this like 2 days ago. Like, well, why are they? Oh God. I'm gonna be that old grumpy old man that goes out there and starts yelling at the lawn guy. I'm trying to record here. What the hell? All right, I think they're done doing what they were doing. They were trimming a freaking bush right outside my window, right outside my patio. Insanity. I looked out there and the guy looked up at me like, oh God, there's a guy there. I think I was at, yeah, I wouldn't care what others thought. I think I pretty much covered that. But just to finish with that, you're going to go through life, and there's going to be so many times, whether you're at work, at school, even maybe at a family gathering or a gathering period. You're going to be at an event or something of that sort, and you're going to see people looking at you, and it's going to go through your mind that what are they, looking at you? Like, why are they looking at me? And what? You're going to put things in your head that they may be thinking of you, and you'll be so intense on how your body looks and how your face looks and all this crap. Well, that's what it is crap. We crowd our minds with BS all the freaking time. Don't live life that way. Live life not giving a of what people think, if that makes sense. You will live a more stress-free life when you don't give a F what others think. That's my 2 cents. All right, number 7. If I had to do over again, and I have no regrets, I would travel a lot more. I have been to about between like 35 to 36 countries. I've been to 45 46, maybe 47. I don't even know exactly how many states, but I know it's over like 45, 46 states. Thank you to my parents. They love to travel the country of U.S. Whenever I was younger, so I've been to a lot of states, most of the states. I haven't been to Hawaii, and I haven't been to Alaska. I don't think I've been to Washington State, and I have friends that live there, so I should go up there and visit them. But I would definitely travel, especially when you're young. Take some of that money you save. Save your money. If you go to the military or something like that, as an 18 or 19-year-old, whether you're a boy or a girl, you're going to travel the world because you're in the military. But, and thank you for your service. But yes, when you're in the military, save that money. Money you're making, just put it away. Save it, save it, save it, save it. Try to smooch off of them as much as possible and save that money. When you get out of the military, travel the world. Live life. Live life for a little while, and record it. Record it for the people that are watching. Everybody goes through something different, so record your life. I think that is very important these days, because everybody's looking for something. Everybody's looking to learn something. And even if you're 18, 19, 20, there's somebody out there that can look up to you, or there's somebody out there that can look down to you. I can learn something from an 18-year-old. That 18-year-old may have went through a life crisis that I have not. They may have had a mother or father that suffered in cancer, or they may have had a brother or sister that's went through something major. I can learn from that because maybe I haven't went through that yet. So whenever that time comes, I can look at that video. I can look at something that you have did in your life that, means the world to me at that point. But back to my conversation of traveling, I would definitely travel the world. The world is not what the news says. Don't follow the news. There's so many times I've been to Paris, or I've been to Italy, or I've been to, or my wife and son recently went to, I can't think of the country, but it's in the Middle East. You know what's happening in the Middle East right now, of Israel and all of that getting bombed. And they went over there, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was a good little vacation for them, and they enjoyed every second of it. Had no issues whatsoever of the war, which they were probably 200 to 300 miles away from where the action of the war was actually happening, but they enjoyed it. They had fun. They, we tracked everything that the locals were saying that was actually happening, and all of that was true, of what was actually happening from the locals. But the news was lying. The news, you can't trust the news all the time. The news is looking for the next big story, and they will fill your head with BS is what they would do. So don't always trust the news. Get on social media. Look up that place that you want to travel to, and social media most of the time tell you, because those are people, on Facebook that you message. Most of the time they will tell you the truth, or call the hotel, that's in that area. or call a local restaurant or coffee shop that's in that area. Ask them what's going on. Ask them if that town that you want to travel to, ask them if it's safe. They will tell you the truth. Yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. I don't have any others right now that I would do differently. But what I would say bigger than anything is enjoy life. Enjoy the little things. And I'll tell you something else. And this is kind of emotional to me, but I will tell you something else that I will definitely not fail to do with my family. One, tell them that you love them. Every time you see them, whether it's your father, your mother, your wife, your kids, tell them that you love them. That is something you can't ever go wrong with. You know, you gotta tell everybody that means the world to you that you love them, because you never know when it will be your last time that you see them. So make sure you tell them that you love them, you kiss them. Don't be afraid to show your emotions to anybody. And take pictures. That's something that my dad, he never wanted to be in front of the camera. He never wanted to take pictures. And now you look back on it, he's passed away about almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in November. But we don't have as many pictures of him as we would have loved to have. He just didn't like to be in the camera, in the limelight. But I won't fail to do that with my family. I want to take plenty of pictures, plenty of videos. And that's something else, you know, with the YouTube channel and with the social media. I mean, this stuff is out there forever. You know, unless you take it down or your family takes it down, it's out there forever. So my kids in 20 years, 30 years, my kids, my grandkids, you know, my great-grandkids in 20 or 30 years can look back to this video and they can see who I was and what I would have done at 18, 20 years old, you know. And so, yeah, video, take pictures, track your life. I think it's a very important thing these days to do that. So that's my 2 cents. That's my coffee time with John. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I'll link it down below. Thank you all for watching. Give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you next week in coffee time. And if you want to join the daily grind, I normally post at least 2 videos a day, sometimes 3 shorts per day on my life, morning time, evening time, and sometimes lunchtime, depending on if I'm off or not from work. So if you want to follow that too, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and those videos will come every day. And yeah, we'll go from there, guys. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.